It is January 12th, 2026, Monday, and I'm here at work. It's a pretty chill day. I mean, way more busy than Saturday, that's for sure. Saturday was just really chill. But Monday, um, we've done about, I don't know, 10, 15, maybe 20 cars. But because Monday we have so many detailers, I mean, we've been getting them done and we still have pretty much free time. So I've been cleaning the bay again. I've been having my headphones on right here, listening to the Bible, the audio Bible, listening to messages, sermons, and just keeping my mind on things above and not below. And that's one thing that I've been trying to do this year, just get closer to God, get closer to my relationship with Jesus, and grow in that. And it's been very beneficial, man. I feel at peace. I mean, there's so many things going on in the world. And, one of the things that my wife told me yesterday was that my wife is very sensible to things. So when things are going around the world, and then she sees things like the news or something on social media, whatever, she gets, afraid or something. And so I always tell her, man, that's why we got to keep our minds on things above and not below, right? Like we got to keep our minds on things about God, and keep our minds on the Bible, and keep growing in that. Because if we focus so much on what's going on around us, especially in this evil world, we're going to become fearful. We're going to become discouraged. We're going to become stressed out. And so I told her, you got to keep your mind on things above and not below. Because if you don't, you're going to start feeling fear and all these things. So I told her just to try to avoid looking at the news, watching the news, to avoid being on social media as much, if that's what she's going to see all the time. And like, I'm not really on social media like that. The only thing I watch is YouTube, and YouTube is a little different because it's curated to what you watch, and who you're subscribed to and stuff. And my feed is all about Jesus right now, all about the Bible, messages, sermons, Bible studies, all that stuff. That's what I'm listening to. And so, like, that's all I see. And if I see something like a breaking news, something happened, I put not interested, and they won't show me that again. So I have it curated to, like, don't show me anything that's going on. Like, and it's not about like being ignorant about what's going on. I know what's going on, but I don't want to be constantly reminded of it, and I don't want to be thinking about it. And so, like, I rather focus on things of God, focus on things like the Bible, and hear the Bible. The Bible says faith comes by hearing, right? So I always try to be listening to the Bible or something like that, and it's been helping a lot. And so that's what's been going on today. I mean, it's been a weird couple of days, man. Like, I started a YouTube channel, right, on January 1st, and it was going well for 7 days straight. I was vlogging daily, and it was just becoming a hobby of mine, and I was just enjoying vlogging every day. I was being consistent with it. I got inspired by Adam DeWoo, who unfortunately passed away last year, 3 days before Christmas. But I got inspired, like, to start filming my life too, just like he did, and just go for it. And so I started the channel beginning of the year, and I was pumped up, and I was going, and I did 7 vlogs in a row. And well, I did 8, and one on January 8th, when I was going to upload the 8th one, that's when I found out that my channel was disabled for some reason. And it's still kind of, I can't log into it. Like, it's been reinstated. It has been activated again, but I've been locked out of my account because something about too many failed attempts, and I've been trying every 24 hours, but it says the same thing. So I researched, and it's like, try waiting for 48 hours, so 2 days. So now it's almost going to be a week by the time I get access to it, if I get access to it again. So it's kind of been like a weird thing of like, man, what happened, And I did question, like, is that God, like, slowing me down? Because I was going like every day vlogging. The first thing that I would do in the morning was, start vlogging my life, and maybe I was putting it above him. And so maybe that's what was happening, and he wanted me to slow down and refocus on him right now, and that's what's been happening. So I think it's working. And then if the channel, if I could log back into it, I'll start uploading again. But I think I'm gonna put God first, You know, and when I wake up in the morning, man, I want to at least read a chapter, a verse, listen to worship or something, focus my mind. And I still I want to start waking up earlier, man, because I always wake up at the nick of time and I just get ready, get dressed, and then head out the door to work, you know. And I want to start waking up at least like an hour or two before I have to go to work so I could go and get into my word, get into prayer, and start my day off with the Lord. I think it's going to be very important. And it's easier said than done, man, because it's really hard for me to wake up early. It's always been like that, and I just wish I could just wake up 5 in the morning, just automatically, you know, but I can't. It's just like I feel so tired, and but I pray that God gives me the strength to do it, because I really would love that, to, you know, get a cup of coffee at 5, 6 in the morning, open my word, open my Bible, pray, get into the word, and then start my day. I think it will feel really amazing, and I really want to get to that point where I could do that, you know. So yeah, hopefully eventually I will get to that. But yeah, that's what's been happening the first week. I would say first week and some change of the new year. I just been leaning more towards God, growing in that, becoming more on fire for Him, which I thank Him for. You know, the Bible does say you draw near to Him, He will draw near to you, and that's exactly what's happening. And so yeah, but anyway, yeah, it's very slow right now. Right now it's just like a free time. That's why I'm doing this video real quick. I go to lunch in about an hour, and yeah, at my lunch I'm just gonna go to Carl's Jr., sit there, and I'm gonna read some of my Bible, and probably like a couple chapters, and we'll see what we do at lunch. I'd probably just relax, but mostly I'm probably gonna read my Bible, man, and see what God speaks to me about, you know. I'm just really on fire for Him right now, and I hope this stays. And even when it starts dying down, I hope that God keeps me and doesn't let me completely stray away, because that's what has happened so many times in the past. So I pray that He will keep me, and He will hold me with His righteous right hand, and keep me on this path. So all right, that's it for this video, and I'll catch you guys later.